Mo.
Hey, good morning. When I say I'm so happy and so proud of y'all, when I got the word, I was like, it's freaking up. That's
And
all I
it's
got to say. Period.
Mo,
Period. And
thank
goodbye. Hello.
you.
thank
Yeah,
you, man. Thank
that's it
you.
right there.
We are so happy to talk to you, man. It's just like we talking to our big sis. It's no like your
Mm-hmm.
family, not just
Yep.
you know what I'm saying. Like we know you in real life. We're so proud of you as well. Listen, I'm
Thank you.
single. Can we talk about the broken heart and all of that? Can we?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Um, broken heart. Because I want to clarify, it's not a sad girl's anthem. So a lot
Yeah,
of people thought that when I came back off my hiatus and they saw what I went through from the reality TV to up until now, they thought, oh, Mo is gonna give us some hurt music. I was like, no, she's not. Mo is going to give you what she's coming out of. I always speak after the event has transpired and how I made it through. So it's basically me segueing into my savage heart. So the broken heart really is just let you know
cool.
that I'm kind of like a savage, but I had to ask
Thank you.
God, like, why did I have to go through that? Like, what did I do to deserve
Yeah,
this kind of pain? Like, cause y'all know me in real life, y'all saw a lot of stuff,
yeah,
but as friends, it's just like Chop will always reach out, be like, sis, you good? L, Angel baby, you always, sis, I see you glowing. But nobody knew personally what I was dealing with
yeah,
behind the scenes. But it's
Right.
just like that energy had to shift. I literally had to start from the bottom, but now I'm here. So my starting over was just like getting my mind together, getting some much needed rest, taking care of these kids, just basically being hands on with everything and grabbing my life back because I've
yeah.
been through a lot. But
Mm-hmm.
it's just like you don't have to stay there. I never was comfortable at the bottom. Now it's time to
Yeah.
go right back to the top.
You know what? One thing I always admired about you, Lil Mo, a lot of things, but this one particular thing, I'm like, damn, sis, no, you ain't afraid of falling in love, out of love, getting
Hmm.
back on it, the horse,
Yeah,
talk about that transition because a lot of women we get the stigma when we want to move on, like we get
yeah,
that, like we can't move on like men do.
yeah. People used to say to me, I literally had somebody tweet me and say to me one time, like, dang, every time I turn around, you got a new man. I said, well, stop
Let's
turning around then.
stop
Hello?
turning your ass around.
Like,
She
what is
said
you
that was
looking for,
nasty.
sis? But I realized you got to fix the hair
Not a
now.
braids, not
Right.
the
But
Stop
I
turning
realized, like,
around then.
everybody knows how close I am with my mom and my dad. My parents
yeah,
just celebrated like 100 years of marriage. So I was
Mm-hmm.
always chasing after that and looking for that. But I honestly was attracting the wrong things. So usually they say when you are what you attract or
mm-hmm.
opposites attract. I was just accepting stuff because I ain't have nothing else to do. I'll take full accountability for that. It was just like I was just bored. But it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, yo, I didn't want my body count to keep going up. It's just like, man,
Yeah,
it's
you gotta.
like
Right.
you got 3 baby daddies and you not a Kardashian, no disrespect. So you can't get away with that. You're Little Mo. You have standards. You're the superwoman. You got to give an account for that. You know your community don't play that. So I realized that I had to cut all of that out because it wasn't a good look. Like to me, it was just certain things that wasn't a good look. So it's like keep that stuff off social media. Whatever you want to do in private and personal, keep that to the left. Everybody don't have to see that. I see a lot of people post, well, next time I get a new man, I ain't gonna post him. I'm gonna post his hand. Girl, bitch, you still gonna find out about
They're gonna
who you
find them.
with. So
They're gonna
it's
find
best
them.
to just leave that alone. Just sing and take your ass home.
So
Period.
real quick about hold on because we
All
hold
right.
on Mo. So do
I'm gonna
you
just go, Mo. I'm gonna just go ahead out the conversation. Go ahead.
Mo?
Let me
So
go ahead.
wait.
Y'all go ahead
This
and
is my last
continue.
question because I want to know, like, because people want to know what. So now, because of your, you had a very public relationship, the last one that we knew about,
Mm-hmm.
and the social media, the reality shows. Would you take that route again, or your next guy, or this guy's got to be behind the scenes? Like, are you into the public figure men still, or what? What's Mo? You know,
I'm off these niggas right now. Shoot, I might get me a girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. No,
Hey
you know
man.
what's crazy is once you get to the point where you're tired of just like accepting anything and you're just like, well, you know what you deserve.
mm-hmm.
Honestly, I found some of the best love within myself, and having an emotional support
Yeah,
animal really helps. Like sometimes I think I probably was in relationships just because I was like, I just don't want to hump other people. It's just this one person because I ain't really like none of them anyway. I'm gonna just be real. Maybe it's the Scorpio
Hey,
in me. I'm just gonna be real because I was just like, yo, I'm sitting up here singing about love and stuff, and I don't even really like this person. And that's just, and I can say I probably didn't like them because I didn't love myself enough. And I'm
I
just
hear you.
like, and I used to think when people's like, girl, you don't love yourself. I'd be like, yes, I do, because I get my hair done, I get my nails done. I'm just gonna keep a beat face, and I'm gonna always smell good. I'm gonna keep these toes done. I'm gonna make sure these kids is litty. That don't have nothing to do with loving yourself. Aesthetically, that's keeping yourself together. But far as loving yourself,
Deeper
you have
than
to be
that.
like, no, I'm not taking that. I'm not accepting that. I'm not with that. I'm not about that. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised off love. I know how to survive. So it's a
Yeah.
total difference. So I realized I was attracted to certain things, but hey, it is what it is. That's my
Yeah.
past. They could go look at the court documents. Sis is free. And unless love falls in my lap and
It's
it
free.
literally has to be signed by God, I'm not looking for it because I love myself so much right now. I don't even see, all I see is money. So unless you're Benjamin Franklin getting on a STEMI, it's not up for you. It's over for all that. I'm really focused on this music because I've been doing this for like 20 something years. And me personally, I know I made it so far, but I didn't come this far to just make it this far.
Yeah.
Like there's always another level, and I want that. I want it more
Love
than
it.
anybody wants to give it to me.
Mo,
We
how,
love
how
it.
have you been mentally during COVID? Like, how did COVID affect Little Mo?
Baby, let me tell you. Like I said, I have an ESA. For real though,
Can you
uh,
show the dog? Cause
seven,
she's so
seven,
cute.
7.
Like yeah.
She doing like this.
It,
But can you see this on my? Can you see that on the wall?
oh that
That's
yeah,
what,
there you go.
yeah, because she ain't got no haircut right now, so she's giving very much. She got her haircut set. Her haircut costs more than my braids.
You know what?
Into
I
it.
got a dog too, Mo. You ain't lying. You
Like
ain't lying.
she gonna go every 3 months.
Yeah.
But anyway, now with COVID, honestly, it affected me. I would say mentally. It if anybody could say, "Oh, I made it through and I pushed through and I didn't go through anything," then that's cap. The
Yeah.
reason being was because when COVID first started, I was on the West Coast. We were actually on the Femme It Forward tour, and I was touring with Set It Off. So I was on 2 tours, actually about to sign on another tour, and was going to do a reality show at the same time. So I was in LA about to shoot the cover of Vibe with some other R&B, legendary women, and we got the call like, hey, they talking about you got to fly out now because like the world's about to shut down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what you mean? I got to LAX and it was like one car there. When I say it gave me very much anxiety that was out of this world, I've been to LAX for over 22 years. It's never been that
Never ever
desolate.
dry.
Like,
Ever.
so I can honestly say I was scared. I couldn't fly back to Baltimore because they was like, well, fly down to New Orleans because the tour is still gonna go on. Got down there, and literally 2 hours before we was about to go for sound check and stuff, they were like, the governor shut down the whole city. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be stuck in the NOLA. Then they was like, but we're gonna still go to Tennessee tomorrow and do the next show. We got up the next day, they was like, everything is shut down. So I was like, how are we supposed to get home? Because I damn sure ain't staying out here. And I was thinking like I was honestly thinking the worst, like somebody's gonna call for me, I'm gonna die, my kids is gonna be all in the system, it's gonna be a mess. So we flew back to Atlanta, had to stay out there for 2 weeks. So what they was like, we're gonna resume normal activities. They're giving us like a 2 week, hold. Boom. 2 weeks turned to 2 months. 2 months turned to 6 months. 6 months turned to a year. I've been running, I've been on tour since I was 15 years old. From my Uncle John P. Key, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I toured with Guru when they did Jazzmatazz. So I've been all over the world, like for close to like 29 years, 28, 29 years.
Wow.
So all I know is go, go, go. For a whole year having to shut down and like, okay, I could get money, but I can't, I can't move.
Yeah.
My body, I would say I needed the rest, but mentally it affected me because it's just like, damn, like you really don't know what else you're gonna do because this is all you know what to do. So that hustle kicked in. It was just like, get back in the studio. Studios was closed down because of COVID. So that waiting period, and then these kids in this damn virtual school. Ooh, baby, let me tell you. And this is the real drop, and this is the real tea right here. And I'll give this to y'all first. The reason why it was hard is because a year before that, I kicked an addiction, an opioid addiction. So perks is crazy. We in Baltimore. It's up out here. period. Like being able to kick that and not relapse and just like, man, if I was off a perk right now, I wouldn't even be thinking about this. That was a hard fight within myself. And I beat that with gloves on, and I'm still fighting. Because even though, thank you, even though I'm not on that no more, not spending no money, not doing that no more, I would say like the thoughts like, damn, when I used to take perks, I didn't even have to, when I would pop an Addy, nah, I was killing myself back then. I'm ready to live, level up, keep this glow going. Shoot, when I say it's so lit and so up for me, I'm hyped about the change that I made within myself.
We love to see it.
When is this book or this BT movie about Lil Mo coming out, man? You need a BT movie. They did do audition. They could
do people even watch TV anymore? Because I was gonna do some shows and people's like, nobody doesn't watch that channel. My son told me everybody has a Fire Stick or everybody just watches their phone. So you need a YouTube or something, Ma. That's
no,
the
you
way.
need a movie.
YouTube, but put the movie on
and
YouTube.
A book.
I need to do a biopic, but just like Dionne Warwick, I want to pick the people. Like I want to pick it before they pick somebody. I'm like, that's not even like the type of wig I would wear. Don't play with me.
Like you how Lifetime did Timberland and
right.
And then they even look like them. Like I want to like do stuff like that. So it's definitely in the works. I know
who
a lot
would
of
you
things.
pick to play you right now?
Right.
If your movie coming out right now, who would be Lil Mo?
Man, that's you. Hello.
You know what? Am I lying?
That'd be the weirdest.
Wait, let me see you do an impression of me. Like just pretend you had to
Who,
be
me?
Because you used to be. You be having
we used to have a good time. I don't think I could do a Lil Mo.
Like
I can't do you. You can sing.
Right.
I can act like you, but I can't.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
What the voiceover for the song?
I would have to be in front of her, like.
I just like honestly, if I had to pick somebody to the younger version of me, my niece, definitely. Like that's literally my twin, my niece Cece. Like she's really, she is really. My daughters don't act nothing like me. They be like, "Ma, would you?" Like they just so like they just like your mother. Like they are so different than me, and I love it because I get a lot of inspiration from them now. Because I'm just like, yo, y'all are really honest students. Y'all really like. I love their glow. But I would pick my niece to play the younger version of me because it was a lot of things that I went through that I think affected the way that I became so defensive. And I know I'm naturally aggressive because I think that's my Napoleon complex. But I think that
Mo, you are like what,
4'11".
And when your birthday? When is your birthday?
November 19th. And I'm a Scorpio. So you already know. It's just like I'm like a little Yorkie. Like I just be on pit bull time. I want to be a pit bull so bad, but it's just like I have empathy and I have a heart. So I definitely would get my niece to play that part. But honestly, if I could pick somebody like that will play me now, that I just like, I'm trying to think.
It got to be a real singer though, because you come from that era of really singing.
Yeah.
So
unless they're gonna have the lip sync, the actor. Like if the actor is a great actor but can't sing,
no, you got to come
then
with
they'll
be
like
I'm trying to think like who
not
would
Simone Biles.
Because she's short. You know, she can't.
No, they would have to use somebody. Everybody keep on talking about something. Since you look like Niecy Nash, I don't see it, but she can like play like when I get grown me. I don't know. Like I honestly would have to say.
Nash thing.
I don't see
Keke Palmer.
Keke
Palmer. They would have to because they're not gonna find nobody that look like me.
They got a type of similar personality though, so she got the the spunkiness, the fire. I think that would be a cute
Keke Palmer. When I say she reads, and I've known her since she was young, like right after Akilah and the B time. So
wow,
like to see her grow up and honestly to see her flourish, that would be dope. So it would have to be somebody that can like reenact me. But as far as the singing parts, like we would have to do voiceovers. But she can really sing. She can really sing. Like I would have to blend my vocals in.
I can see it now. Lifetime presents Signed by God. The Lil Mo story.
Well, Mo, you got this music coming. And I know you're going to drop the album. I'm still, my favorite. Every time I see you, I talk about my favorite from the Girl Next Door.
Forever?
The So Lost Without You.
Oh, yes. That's right.
Yes. With all of those on there. So that's my favorite. I still listen to that album to this day. Like I got it in my playlist. So I tried to, I ain't going to tell you how I got the songs in my phone, but I got the
Oh.
actual physical.
Let me get
CD.
out again.
I got the physical CD when you sitting on there with the wood panel. It's like brown in the back, and you got the blue hair. You turn to the side like that.
Yep.
That's my favorite. But I'm so
Thank
proud of
you.
you, and I'm ready for the next thing. Like, I'm ready
Yeah.
for more Lil Mo. Are you working with any of these new artists? Because I know you're not a huge fan of everybody.
Yeah.
Especially with the pipes.
I mean, like with these new artists, believe it or not, they've been showing me a lot of love. It's so many artists that I've been in talks with, but I understand, like, I never wanted to be one of those artists that, oh, can we do a song just because it's the wave?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I'd rather us be like, if they be like, can you listen to the song and give me your input? I was like, well, I would have added this, and then I'll add a background on. The next thing you know, it's a feature. Next thing you know, it's a check. Hello. One thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add lib, and I'm gonna add myself in. But
Yeah.
like, there's so many artists that I would love to work with. So I'm just making my rounds. But with this album, my new album is entitled Savage Heart. But with this album, it's like it's so many things, because one thing I refuse to do is get old. That's something I'm not gonna do. That's why I'm not gonna talk down about this generation. We already know that, because when I came out, people was like, "Don't you ain't gonna make it? You got them tattoos." I was told I was gonna scare the consumers, and I had
Right.
braids. I was told that I was too ethnic. Period.
Mm-hmm.
So now to see people with the same braids, tattoos all in their mouth, all
Yeah.
on their face, I was just like,
Not that
Gold,
mouth.
the gold, the teeth.
yes.
Not
Singers
tats in
with the
that mouth.
gold.
Tattoos. They told me I would scare the consumer. I would never be able to cross over. And then next thing you know, we broke down records. They had to retire our songs because they thought we was cheating because we kept on being number one. Look at God.
Exactly.
So with this, it's just like I put the medicine with the candy. I put the old with the new. So you'll get the classic Lil Mo, the tone, the subject matter, the content. But one thing I'm not doing is I'm not doing 100 background vocals no more. Who, thank God we don't have to. Less is more now. You feel me? So even with Broken Heart, it was me and my son was on the backgrounds. Justin did my background.
He be singing.
Wow.
I love when you post his vocals. Like, he's so
Yeah.
pure. How old is he again?
12.
12.
He's 12.
Yo,
Yep.
he's so good. He's trying to pursue.
Yes, he wants to be in the industry, but I'm not gonna be a momager to the point where it's just like I don't let him be a man, because once you start overcrowding and overbearing, and with me, he's gonna have to work 3 times as harder than me, because people are gonna automatically assume, oh, you think because you Little Mo son, we gonna just let you in? It don't work like that. While he's young, he's cute. Once he go through that teen stage and he really become a man and he starts smelling himself and getting out there in the real world, he gonna see what's really up. You feel me?
Right.
He can't negate or go around the process. He got to go through it. And he's a black man in America. And trust me, all odds is against him, because they was against me. So I get it. But one thing with my sound, it's like now you just getting pure voice and vocals. So like, oh my God. Like, I just can't wait for y'all to hear it, because we
ready.
about to shoot some more visuals, because even though we're still working Broken Heart, this will be its 3rd week being out, coming up actually today. This is the 3rd week being out. 3 more weeks. Like, we just gonna keep on dropping, and the album is definitely coming this year. Like, this my one that I want. Now we could go streaming diamond. This is my one I want to go diamond.
Okay. We gonna put
gonna
that
make
out
it
there.
there.
Exactly.
Yep.
God already received that. You know how it works.
Yeah.
Give me the key to my Hyundai. Yo, I'm so happy for you.
Mo, don't laugh at him.
Yo,
it wasn't that funny, Mo.
She been hating on me for 2 weeks, Mo.
Y'all, like, I'm so glad I ain't pooted on this thing, because
you know somebody pooted already.
We would literally laugh until I'd be like, yo, like, I would start coughing. I was like, yo, I'm gonna pass out.
Right.
I can't take this. That's why I'm like, y'all chemistry. Oh my God. Like, I'm so hyped.
I'm waiting
so
to laugh.
excited.
I'm waiting to laugh that hard.
First of all, let me do this then.
I'm waiting
to
laugh.
Yo,
I really want to tell you something from the bottom of my heart, yo.
You don't have to get in the camera though. Back up some.
You know, from the bottom of my heart, right? From the bottom of my thoughts.
We love
every
you.
Time love.
We
and
love.
The good thing about it is that both of us have a connection with you. You know, a separate connection with you. Yep. And I guess I speak for both of us too. Yo, God is not done with you yet.
Yes, man.
You know,
thank you.
He got a lot to do with you. You are beautiful. You never missed a step, vocally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Just keep doing you, yo. I love you, man.
Thank you. I love you too. I love y'all both.
That was good though. That was true. But I'm still waiting for the greatest DJ in the whole world. That I need that in your
I got
studio.
you.
Sent
Okay.
to me. That's my goal.
I got
That's
you.
my dream drop.
Because I think we
Well,
For
going
her to
back
do
in.
that for
I'm
me.
trying to think of when we
Like
going
she
back
did it for
in.
Clue. You remember?
Yeah.
When she did it for Clue? I need the
I got
yeah.
you. I got you.
That's my
Period. It's a done
goal for
deal.
2021.